Welcome back to my backyard snack yard. We're out here on a rather cold October day having a look at my little French fig. This is the one that I brought home from my sister's garden as a little tiny cutting 2 years ago now, and it's doing very well. He's got a nice shape to him, but what's happened is he started pushing out some fruit earlier this year, and I was excited about them, but then it was really a cold summer and a wet one, so he just dropped those fruits. There's a few coming on now, which is just such the wrong time. Look here, that little guy there, a few of them right there. I almost want him not to push any more out right now because he's about to go dormant. You can see his leaves are turning yellow and they're getting ready to drop. But there's some little beautiful figlets here and there and there and there and there and there. So yeah, he's just starting to thinking about properly fruiting now. And the thing is, if these fruits stay small, like about the size of a pea, I would say about this size here, not any bigger, then they can overwinter and they could be next year's bribas. But I just don't know if they're going to. I mean, it's not warm at the moment, and the tree does look to be thinking about going dormant. So there's a chance that the sap will soon start drying up, and then those little figs will have a chance to just sit there all winter and wait for spring. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. We'll just have to cross our fingers. I think the best chance of me getting any of these really amazing figs, they were these wonderful white figs, white honey figs. They're so good. And the best chance of me getting any of these will be if they push out some bribas here and we get to keep some of these bribas going. So I could also cover this tree. Look, there's so many in all the little corners. Yeah, I really hope they hold. So I think I'll cover it with blankets on frozen nights. We'll see how the weather drops, how the temperatures drop, how the weather goes this winter, and hope for the best. But I mean, it's a good thing that he's trying to fruit. I just wish he had done so earlier, but hopefully by next year he'll be even bigger and better. I could put him into a new pot. I like keeping him in a small pot. It does actually encourage them to fruit. Oh look, I've had to tape up this little branch because we had such a windy time. We had a big storm, and so this fig tree over here fell on top of that one. This guy's got lots of figs, and they're not actually going to get ripe, I don't think. But I'm thinking about making some kind of preserves with them. You can actually, in Turkey, they make some really delicious sort of jams with unripe figs. So that could be something. I might have to try that soon. I'll see how big they get, how far along they come. But there are a fair few. Some over here too. So maybe I could just pick them all when there's no chance of them ripening and make something. But I'll let them get as big as they can. So maybe a few more weeks. We'll see. So yeah, that was just a little check-in on my figgies. Let's go look at a few others too. I don't think I've shown this one before. I got it last year. It's supposed to have a big pink fig on it, and it is called Senora. But I mean, I just think that cutting, look at how they took it. Why? It's like the worst one ever. But I don't know. I don't even know how to straighten him out. I actually was considering chopping him off here and rooting him. That might be the best bet because it's at such a crazy angle. I might have to do that. But yeah. What a crazy fig. But yeah, it's supposed to be a nice one. So he just needs another year or so. He needs a bigger pot too. He's in a tiny little pot there. Poor little thing. But yeah, look, here's where I got him last year. It's a Senora there. So, and which other one? I was going to show you one more quickly. Oh yeah, this one. This is actually a really lovely one. It's called Panache. And it's supposed to be like a stripy one. I think it's called Striped Tiger. You can see I got it last year. And it's actually grown quite a bit recently. So that's nice. Hopefully by next year we might see some pretty fruit on it. Not sure if that might be one. Sometimes they're hard to tell, but it looks like a fig to me. Yeah. So hopefully it'll just stick on it as well over winter. We shall see what happens. But we really did not get many figs at all this year. It's not been a good fig year here in the UK at all. But we can always hope for next year. Hope for better things. I just think they're so pretty though. I love the leaves on them. Oh, this one is so gorgeous actually. I'm gonna put it in a really sunny position next year. But I'm gonna put it like in a nice sheltered spot over winter. I think he needs a new pot too. So I could, well, there's a shell there. I don't know who put a shell there. Random. But yeah, I'm going to have to look into lots of repotting soon for my little figs before I put them to bed in a nice sheltered spot. They're going to be in the courtyard where they can stay nice and sheltered from winds and frost. And I can always throw little blankets over them if it gets really cold. Not that they need it, they're really hardy, but if they have some little rebus on them, I think it's worth it. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you found this slightly interesting. I think I've shown you all my figs. I think I've forgotten some, but I'm not quite sure where they are. So, oh yeah, I remember. Here we are. This is my English fig. The cutting I got from my neighbor, and they have, I shouldn't say English fig, it's a brown turkey. Their tree just produces so much fruit, it's crazy. Whereas mine actually did produce a few rebus earlier, but they weren't very big. And this one has also tried to produce a few more fruit this year, but it hasn't really succeeded in ripening at all. But I'm going to give him a nice new repot. You can see his soil's completely depleted there. I think some birds have been emptying out his little container one too many times. And I'll get him all set up for winter too. He's doing so well as well. He's also, I think he's actually, I got him last year in January. So he hasn't been here too long, and it's amazing. He did actually already fruit the first year too. Just noticed something. He's also started on some little rebus for next year already. So hopefully they won't get too big again, because then they can overwinter. It's lovely. But I think I'll keep these little ones here, and I'll see how big they get again, and then I'll pick them all and make a nice little jam. Unripe fig jam. It's supposed to taste really good, even though it doesn't sound ideal. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.